Guten Morgen, everyone. On this week's episode of Mixing It Up, we're gonna make a spicy Chipotle margarita. Welcome back to the second. Welcome back to the second episode of Mixing It Up. I didn't have a real title for this last week, so I think that I like the name Mixing It Up. What do you think? Also new this week is a new camera angle. It's the up the nose camera. Hi there, how you doing? A traditional margarita is probably one of the most popular cocktails, at least most popular cocktail probably in the United States, especially in Florida. I don't know. For some reason, I just connect like frozen margaritas with like Florida. I recently read a funny Twitter conversation. It said there should be a zoo where just like drunk people are put on display so you can watch the stupid things they do. And somebody wrote back to that saying, it's called Florida. I'm sorry if you're from Florida. I think, it's the tourists are who they were talking about. So I'm presenting my little twist on the normal margarita. I'm gonna make a spicy Chipotle margarita. And in order to do that, you're gonna need tequila, triple sec, Rose's lime juice, Chipotle Tabasco, salt, cranberry juice, and some fresh squeezed lime. By the way, there is also a pizza called Margarita, but it's spelled differently. It's spelled Marghita. And that was invented to honor the Queen of Italy at the time. At least that's what the legend says. And the frozen margarita, like the traditional frozen margarita, was actually invented by Juan Carlo Frozen. And that's why it's called the frozen margarita. Anyways, if you go to an Italian restaurant that doesn't serve cocktails and ask for a margarita, you're gonna get a pizza. But hey, if you went to an Italian restaurant, maybe you wanted pizza anyways. All right, first thing we're gonna do is put some ice in our shaker or this big silvery cup. It's important to have the ice in here. Oh my gosh, that is so loud. Let me be gentle. It's important to put the ice in the shaker because you want to get a really cold drink. And by shaking it up and mixing it with the ice, that's how it gets really cold really quickly. All right, so into this shaker with ice, I am going to add my liquids. And last week when I made the jumbo or the XXL Cosmopolitan, I used a jigger, which is like a bartender's measurement tool. And this week I thought I'd use this shot glass with measurements on it that I actually got as a gift from Jose Cuervo. I haven't talked to Jose in a while, so it's nice to have him back today. All right, for my recipe, we're going to put in 4 cls of tequila. Can you see the measurement here on the side? All right, in that goes, tequila. By the way, I won't be singing that song in this video, but now y'all got it stuck in your head, don't you? Tequila is made from a cactus, actually, from the agave cactus. And this is Jose Cuervo, which, I don't know, I wouldn't say I have like a favorite tequila brand, but as far as like standard tequilas go, I think Jose Cuervo is pretty good. And this is silver, but there is also golden tequila, and they just have sort of a different flavor to them. And yeah, I'm making mine with silver today because that's what I have. Also, a drink that is similar to tequila is called mezcal, and mezcal has a really smoky flavor to it. It's a really interesting thing to put in drinks, but be careful with it because the flavor can like really overpower the rest of the drink. All right. Now we move on to triple sec, which is an orange liqueur. And I've realized in the learning of the drinks that I've been mixing, and it's something, for me, cocktails, it's like cooking, the mix and getting the mix right and everything. So I've watched videos about it. I've read some articles about it. It's an interesting, facet of cooking and kitchen art. Anyways, I realized that a lot of cocktails have like 4 centiliters of one thing and then 2 centiliters of something else, and very often the something else is triple sec or some kind of orange liqueur. So this is like a staple that you should have in your home bar. All right, here we go. 2 centiliters of this. There we go. Down the hatch. or into the mixer. Good. Now I'm just gonna put in also 2 centiliters of Rose's lime juice. If you don't have this, then just use more lime juice and some sugar. Oh, this bottle's sticky. You know, one thing that deters me from cooking, even though have been doing so much cooking and trying out a lot of also like baking and cooking and a lot of cocktail recipes, I hate getting sticky fingers. And like this bottle is sticky because it was running out. And even though I'm gonna be touching other like wet sticky things now, like I feel like I wanna go wash my hands. Do I need help or is that okay? All right, now we get to some of the crazy things or like the different things in my recipe. In order to give it this nice spicy flavor, I'm gonna add a couple dashes of Chipotle Tabasco. And you know, I know this sounds kind of exotic and it might you might think, oh geez, you know, I can't make this now, I don't have this. But let me tell you, if I can get this in Germany, I'm sure you can get it wherever you are. Tabasco is a very popular pepper sauce and they make this Chipotle flavor. Here, let me show you the bottle here. And it just has a really nice sort of like mild spice and a smoky flavor. So let's put in 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm putting in like 6 drops of this. Then, to complement that flavor, I'm gonna put in a dash of cranberry juice. That's probably enough. All right. Now, another thing that we're gonna need is fresh lime juice, and I already cut this lime open because I used it for something that I made last night. What was it? I don't remember. Must have been good. And of course you can squish this with your hands, but like I said, I don't like getting sticky fingers, so I'm gonna use this fancy squisher thing, this juicer. Oh, top just fell off of that. This will help you get like the maximum amount of juice out without getting your hands sticky. You just put it in there and squeeze! So juicy. All right, I don't think I'm getting any more out of there. Look at that. Looks like a little lime hat. I know I won't be putting it on. Good, another thing that I like to add to my spicy Chipotle margarita is a dash of salt. So, just put that in there. You know, I think it's very traditional as far as margarita recipes go to put salt on the rim of the glass, and I'm gonna show you how to do that even though I don't like to do that, and when I order margarita out on the town, I always ask them for no salt. Good, now it's time for my favorite part of making a cocktail. It's time to shake it up. As I said last week, you know that it is ready to go when it gets all frosty around here and it gets really cold to the touch actually. It's really cool. It's really cool. Just gonna leave that there. And I am using this sort of medium size on the rocks glass here. Let me wipe this down a little bit now. Like I said, I am not a fan of salt on the rim, but if you are going to do salt on the rim, I forgot I needed a piece of the lime for decoration and for the salt. Oh well, it's time to get the finger sticky anyways. Look at that, it's like destroyed by the juicer. All right, if you're gonna do salt on the rim, then what you need is you need to put your salt on some flat surface like this, and then you need to, or what I recommend, I mean, you don't need to do any of this. I mean, who needs to drink a margarita at 11:30 in the afternoon? I guess I do. Take a lime and then you rub it along the rim of the glass, and that is what the salt will stick to. You cannot do this after you put the drink in the glass. It's a mistake that I know a lot of people make, and I can't say that I haven't made it in the past as well when making drinks for other people. So, line the rim of the glass with lime juice, and then you dip that into the salt. And that is how you get your salty rimmed glass. You know what, I think I'll do like a half a salty rim on my glass here. That'll be kind of fancy. Good. Now, let's put some ice into the glass here. and pour out our drink. I made the mistake last week in not using this like strainer sifter thing, and then the ice goes like plunk, plunk, plunk and spills your drink. So I'm using this one this week because, like I said, I like to have the pulp from the lime in my drink. And here we go. Are you ready? I just realized that this is almost the exact same color as the drink I made last week, and so I'm gonna have to be creative in the thumbnail. That's what it looks like, a spicy Chipotle margarita, Morgan style, and yeah, if I had thought of it in advance, I would have left a little bit of lime for the garnish, but it's too late for that now, and I don't have any more limes. Let's have a drink, shall we? Very good. Like I said, the cranberry juice just gives it a nice little offset, plus the pinch of salt, and then it's really not that spicy. I mean, if you want it really spicy, you can put a ton of chipotle in there, or what'll even make it more spicy is like chipotle powder. You can get, like ground actual chipotle pepper, but, to each their own. Let me know if you make this drink. Let me know if you have a recipe for some kind of spicy drink. I know that some people add pineapple juice to it, but I'm not a fan of pineapple juice. I don't really like that really, like bitter, acidy taste of pineapple juice. Sometimes it can be really sweet, and sometimes it's not so sweet, and I don't like that, so I leave it out. But I know that a lot of recipes call, when you're making a spicy chipotle margarita, a lot of recipes do call for pineapple juice, so you might want to try that out as well. But let me know if you have any other cocktail recipes. Like I said, maybe I'll make yours here on the show. And now I'm gonna turn off the camera here, set it up down there, and sit down in front of the blue sofa for Drink and Discuss and tell you all about what it's like to audition for a Broadway musical. Will I see you there? I hope so. Also, there was a guy, and I don't know what he was thinking, but he came dressed as a pirate. A pirate? To audition for Mamma Mia?